Around $1 billion a year is spent to tackle homelessness directly. Around $1.6 billion a year is spent providing housing-related support. Over 40,000 hostel places are funded for single homeless people, and yet homelessness is reaching crisis proportions. Over 100,000 people approach councils for homeless assistance each year. Rough sleeping has risen by over 60% in the last 2 years. Where will homelessness end? Perhaps the question we should be asking is, where does homelessness begin?
I'm Heather, and I've worked for over 20 years with children and young people who've been marginalised from mainstream education for a variety of reasons. Some of the traumas we see are relationship breakdown, poverty, and domestic violence. Education isn't just about academia. We need relational intervention to play a bigger part in schools. A positive difference could be a coordinator at a school who organises all the multidisciplinary support around a young person, and that schools develop programmes that build resilience and coping skills in young people.
Hi, I'm Dan. I've been living in a hostel now for 1 year and 5 months. I had a lot of traumatic events happening in my life which kind of knocked my confidence and knocked my self-esteem. The support that I've received, which has really helped, is my hostel that I'm living at, the counselling that I'm currently taking part of. I can talk and express myself fully, what I need to get off my chest. I love the people that live here as well. Okay. We're all like one big family. I feel differently now about my future because I just feel absolutely great. My confidence has kicked in, my self-esteem's kicked in, my positive attitudes come back, my spirits come back, my oomph.
Hi, I'm Sharon. This is my son Jack, and we finally got a new home. My dad walked out when I was 7 and my mum really couldn't cope. That helpless feeling never really left. There was always the fear of history repeating itself. And when my bloke left, I just started to fall apart like my mum did. The debts mounted up and I went from stressed to depressed. I really was about to give up the fight when I contacted a housing charity. The help we got from our support worker was a massive relief, having someone fight on my behalf. Looking back, I should have contacted them earlier. That little bit of hope helped fight my depression, made me believe there was a way out.
Homelessness is not just a problem of housing. Somewhere between 25 and 85% of people who find themselves homeless in the street have experienced serious trauma in childhood. Homeless young people have lost trust in the people around them. They lost trust because of the traumatic experiences that they've had. Helping young people rebuild trust can only be done through showing interest, caring, and empathy in their goals, in their ambitions. The mental health needs of homeless people in the street is not being met. To tackle this problem, we need a multi-agency approach with health, social care and the police and other agencies working together with the individual at the centre of their concerns.
We need to better understand the real solution to homelessness. It isn't just about housing or a job, although these matter. It's also about relationships and resilience. People need therapeutic support. We have to recognise the signs and spot the early indicators of homelessness. There needs to be a focus on early intervention and on prevention. We need to collaborate more across different sectors. The solution doesn't just lie with homeless organisations. It's about different kinds of partnership. Opening new doors. Homelessness. Change the way we see it. Change the way we solve it. Homelessness is a much bigger issue. We have to start rethinking homelessness.